Brexit is the opportunity for this development, in that we have to, as a country, reimagine how we connect with the global marketplace. Within 90 minutes, there's 2.4 million people. Galway only has 800,000 people within a 90-minute catchment. Dublin's only got 2.1 million people within a 90-minute catchment. But this small village has got 2.4 million people, which is a critical number to be able to support air travel and airport business. And rural Ireland has a value in providing services for Ireland to be able to connect globally. The local community here, and particularly the landowners, they've engaged with us for the last 10 years in relation to this project. They've been very supportive and incredibly patient with us. We know that there are going to be particular issues in terms of impacts on particular landowners and particular residents, which we will have to mitigate. The international climate, the economy, they're all ripe and ready for this opportunity to be taken.
I think it's a bad idea because we might have to move schools and some people might have to move houses, and there's going to be a lot of noise pollution.
They have some advantages and they have some disadvantages as well, and it could be useful.
The school might have to be knocked down and the pitch, and farmers would have to sell their land and they'll have nowhere to put the cattle or the sheep.
I think it's good.
Why?
So we don't have to go in the car for an hour.
I think it'll be bad.
Why?
Because it'll ruin a little rural village in Ireland.
One of the issues I often give the example of is in relation to the Knock Airport. When Knock Airport was discussed 25 or 30 years ago, almost everybody thought it was a pie-in-the-sky idea. Now last year, 750,000 people went through Knock Airport, and it has brought huge economic development to that area, particularly around Knock and the greater area of the west of Ireland. If I'm to be honest with you, I really don't know if it's actually feasible, but I do think that the very least that we should do is try and take it to the next step. And if we find that from an environmental assessment that those results are not positive, or we can't mitigate the dangers or the issues that are going to arise in relation to this, then it shouldn't go ahead. But at this stage, I do think that we should take it to the next step.
Well, this was mooted many years ago by one or two people, and I think it's a daft idea altogether, particularly since the new roads were built, that you can be in Dublin Airport in an hour and 10 minutes from Tullamore and from most parts of the Midlands. There's no demand for those regional airports because Galway had to close down, gone sold off, the Galway County Council bought it. You have an airport in Knock one side here, you have Shannon the other side, and you have Dublin. You have a few regional airports, and they're all being subsidised by mostly by the taxpayer. So you're not going to put up something that's going to be another loss-making exercise.